When did you write the lyrics? At the end of last year? Or?
That was probably, yeah, in probably November and December of last year. Some in like January, some like up until like a couple weeks or up until we were recording. But only after like a couple songs, it just became clear that it would be, it was inspiring because every time I would sit down to write, I kind of had a theme to go with, and I was thinking more about how I would write this song in relation to the other ones I had written and where they would all fit next to each other. And so it just kind of snowballed that way because the more I wrote, I could just keep it all the same theme, and it became really easy to write that way because I wouldn't have to sit down and try to think of a different subject for each song. It was more just like where the subject was already decided. It was just like, what part of the story is this song going to be?
Do you feel that now it's well, the state the world or the US is in now? Is it getting better or getting worse?
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
The idea behind our record is I just wanted to take like the paranoid feelings I had and try to stretch them to the, as far as I could go and think, well, if things were to continue this same way, how bad could they really get? And I pretty much thought I would take it to just the ultimate point of just seeing how bad it really was, to the point where it's like you couldn't even, no change, you couldn't affect change in the government at all, which brings us to the point of just thinking about survival only and just escaping this terrible country instead of working on it to make it better.
Well, now you've thought about it a lot and you've talked about it a lot. Was it comforting now, going all those ways in your mind, or did your paranoia grow?
It grows. It's comforting just to express yourself, and even if it's fictional, and it's just comforting, to play music, and it's comforting to feel that you're doing something that you think is intelligent, and at least maybe it's not helping, but I think it's better than being just totally complacent. So in that way, I think it's comforting, but my paranoia is always growing.
Still is. Well, let me see. Well, you were saying earlier, you want to keep the recordings, the same, the production, the same style as the songs. Mm-hmm. But if you have to play the songs live, how do you keep it for yourself? Keep it fresh or keep it new? Because you like the recordings to be the same sort of feeling. Mm-hmm. But if you have to play the songs over and over,
I think the live, it doesn't have to be the same as the recording, and it's just fun and fresh for us to be playing new songs and to get the feedback from people. And I think playing shows, it's different than recording. You have a different feeling and you're interacting with the crowd, so you just want it to be energetic and fun and just have a good time with it. So it's just fun to play new songs and have new songs to play.
Yeah, and when we're playing shows, we're focused mainly on just playing really well and just putting on a good show. So we're really not thinking at all about the records at that point. And the thing is, we love our songs so much that I think it's not hard for us to keep it fresh just because we're not, but we're still, a lot of these, the band's still not that it's not that old. So even our oldest song is barely like 3.5 years old. Yeah. So it's just all still really fresh to us, and we just enjoy it a lot.
And it's just fresh to play it for different people all the time, because a lot of people, every show, it's like people are hearing it for the first time. So that's always feels rejuvenating.